We got a box here from Mr. Russell Warshay. Huge appreciation to you, and he just became a Patreon member. So, double thank you to you, sir. And, Aaron, would you like to do the honors?
I would love to.
Wacha. Seriously, Russell, huge thank you to you, and everyone else, also thank you. If you guys would like to become Patreon members, link in the description. It is what is paying for the studio to be built and everything else right now, so...
Keeping bottles going. Okay.
Yeah, keeping bottles coming in, and...
I like the bottles.
Are they cute?
They are cute. It's the little things in life. It's always the little things like. I love the packing jobs on that we're getting from these bottles. They're really cool.
Yeah. Neither one of these bottles are labeled, so we are going under the assumption that they are
the same thing.
That they are the same. So, some for me. What?
They're the same. They smell the same. All right.
So, let's get in here, see what we got in my Scotch Test Dummies glass.
I got 4 roses. And the Bourbon Festival. That should have happened. Hey, have we gotten any news on Bourbon Festival?
Not yet.
Okay. Nice talk.
Good talk. Although, no news on Bourbon Festival. However, Bourbon Blind Nation meetup this year has been rescheduled October 3rd. Nashville, be there. There's only a few spots left, so good luck. If you want in, act fast.
Yes, please. We'll be putting a post up in the Nation. If you're curious on where the Nation is or where to hang out with one of the coolest groups I've ever been a part of, head on over to the Facebook, Bourbon Blind Nation. No drama, Bourbon 24/7 with a peppering of other things. So couldn't ask to be a part of a cooler group.
Link in the description.
There is something in here that I am definitely...
Vanilla, straight off the bat.
That's not what I'm getting. It's a dark note.
Candied apples? I don't think I'm smelling candied, but maybe a smokiness. Like a really light
I was thinking
smokiness.
a barrel. It smells barrel burn. Not like new barrel, but like barrel char.
Barrel char, barrel, toasted barrel, charred barrel.
Charred barrel.
Candied bacon.
Would be really good with this. But I'm not getting any bacon taste. My mouth's watering.
I just got a whiff of something really familiar, like from a really familiar bourbon that's like a note. It just it was a fleeting thought, man. Like it was there and it just straight over.
My mouth's watering.
So anyway,
that's kind of an interesting, totally interesting. My mouth doesn't usually like water for bourbon, but this is making my mouth water.
I'm gonna go in for a second sip.
I'm getting cigar.
Okay.
Cigar and leather.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Leather.
It's a very interesting one.
Going back in.
But the whole front forward, is that the right word for it? It's very vanilla-y and very sweet. Mm-hmm. And then it gets very dark and cigar-y.
Cigar-y. Tobacco-y. Smoky.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a bourbon that I would say is smoky, that would be it.
This would be really good. This is going to sound horrible, but to barbecue with.
Yeah.
This would make some amazing barbecue sauce. Not that I wouldn't.
Or just having it on the side with barbecue.
Yeah, it would definitely lend to those notes.
It does. And it may be something that is very well aged. Mm-hmm. Which is why you're getting all those leather, tobacco, smoky notes. I don't know that it's in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a little bit of water to mine, see what it does.
I was already on it one drop.
The front of the palate tastes
very
amazing.
good. Yeah, and the back end, it tastes like I feel like I'm chewing on a cigar.
I was gonna say it feels like I smoked a cigar last night.
See, I don't smoke
You know what I
cigars.
mean?
I secondhand smoke cigars. I love the smell of cigars when I've been drinking, but I'm not a big fan of the flavor. It's kind of like, this is going to sound weird, but coffee is kind of the same way. Love the smell of it. Can't stand the taste of it.
I love coffee, and
You know,
I really like smoking a cigar, but I don't like tasting the cigar 4 hours later, and that's what kills it for me. Like you said, I love the smell of them, like the taste of them, but I don't like it.
I think this is the first bourbon. I mean, it went acidic, but I think this is one of the first bourbons I actually think I like better with the water.
Yeah?
Maybe not. That back end is still the finish. I always call it the back end. The finish is a little interesting. It's just got a really...
Good and sweet, little tanniny, going more acidic.
Yeah, the back end is...
Raspberries. It goes in like a berry. And then...
And he's done lost his mind.
It's still in here. Hasn't fallen out yet. Came close a couple times. Hasn't done it yet.
I'm going to have to go get another taste of this after you said raspberries.
It was on the back end after...
Actually get it on the front end, but yes.
Yeah. See?
But then it finishes leather and Tabasco.
Tabasco.
Leather
I hope not Tabasco.
Tobacco again. But it's not like... Usually when I say tobacco, I think of like the plant tobacco. Like it smells greeny, and but it's got some spice to it. And but this is more like cigar-y. I mean, this has been aged and...
Yeah, and I don't... I want to like it.
I could see somebody really digging on this.
Oh, yeah.
It's not in my wheelhouse.
It's not that it's bad.
No.
Because it's not like it was distilled bad.
No.
Or, like it was super young and it's not ready.
No, it's very
I think
ready.
it's the opposite of it. And it's...
But I don't think it's been
Almost when
aged
it's
too much.
Like if it's like a toasted barrel finish and they left it in that toasted barrel way too long.
I could see that.
A toasted barrel imparts flavor really fast.
If you like those dark notes, if you like the leather-bound books, the tobacco,
You would be all over this.
You know what? It almost
All
tastes
over
dusty. I mean, but not in necessarily, like, it's got...
I know what you're saying, like an older bourbon. Like
Yes.
Something that was distilled,
30 years ago.
right, 20, 30 years ago. It's
missing its sweet spot.
Yeah, it's almost like it's stayed in the barrel too long. Like, you don't get that barrel tannins, which I'm also not a fan of, but...
There's none of that.
If you liked those notes,
You'd love this.
you'd probably be in this at least $100.
Easy.
For me,
40.
I was going to say 30 to 40 bucks. So,
But everyone's got their flavor profiles.
yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I could see why someone would like that. Absolutely.
And it was a great pour. I mean, it was really
It's just
interesting.
not-
It's just not something... And you know what?
Not
This
my
isn't
thing.
this isn't unusual.
This is going to be something really amazing, and then
Yeah, but
you're going to
this
feel
is...
bad.
But I'm not going to feel bad because this is an unusual bourbon. This isn't like
It is.
your typical... I really appreciate Russell for sending... Is it Russell? Right?
Yeah,
I really appreciate Russell for sending this out because it's something that I haven't
for sure.
tasted.
And for me, that's one thing I love about bourbon is tasting different things. Bourbon Pursuit did a thing recently talking about, some people say craft distilleries are, they're just crap whiskey and blah, blah, blah. But you're investing in the future of that distillery. Like, yes, their bourbon may not be ready yet, but in 5 or 10 years, it might be super amazing. You know what I mean? If you want to keep tasting the same thing from the same 6 distilleries and you're happy with that, then
By all means,
cool.
keep going on it.
But otherwise, you have to give these guys a chance. And when you're buying bottles from them, that's what you're helping promote is their future and that whiskey's future. Not just, you're not just buying it because, it's, better than, Russell's Reserve Single Barrel or 101
Right.
or, whatever the case may be. But it's an investment. So that's all. I'm going to get off my soapbox now.
Well, I think we could honestly say I think New Riff is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I've been hearing talk about how a lot of these craft distilleries are going to be disappearing. Not saying anything about New Riff because I don't even know about that one, but in general, this whole...
The way that the virus is gone, it's not...
I would say where the economy has gone instead of the virus. I mean...
Right, but...
But this has been definitely an interesting trigger, and our bourbon bubble may have just popped.
Maybe.
I hope not.
They're saying the Craft Distilling Institute of America, or whatever it is, association, like 43% of all craft distillery workers are either furloughed or laid off at this point.
So if there's a craft distillery you absolutely love and you want to get a hold, now's the time. Really, it is. All right, let's see what. Enough of our soapboxing. Let's get on with this and figure out what exactly are we drinking.
And hopefully it was the same thing. It sounds like it was.
I think it was. We really did get the same notes, and we totally didn't combine those.
Black Maple Hill Kentucky Straight Bourbon. No age statement, 47.5% ABV.
Okay.
So, if I'm not remembering incorrectly...
Or if I'm remembering correctly.
That too. That's what I said. Black Maple Hill is coming from Willet.
Okay. Which would make a lot of sense in my price range. But hey, I mean...
It's that weird... Willet's got just this like weird funk on their bourbon, man.
It's better than pot still.
Now, I don't know... This is the no age statement, so it's probably the newer version of the bottle. I believe the older ones were age stated. They were like 14 or 15 year.
That would explain a lot too.
Don't quote me. Going off memory here. And supposedly those were like really, really, really good. But also with that being as old as they are, they're not coming from Willet because they weren't around that long and they haven't been distilling for, 2 decades at this point. So anyway, yeah, Black Maple Hill, I want to say retail on it is around $70.
I could see that. So, if that's in your wheelhouse with those flavors, yeah, you're definitely going to want to spend $100 on this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I said if that's in your wheelhouse, I could see why someone would like it.
Totally.
And absolutely, that would be worth it to them. To me, Willet's just got that funk, man. It's that Willet funk. But anyway, absolutely love you guys. Like we've been saying, check out Bourbon Blind Nation on Facebook. And it's seriously, you guys have the best freaking group. Like I said, it's not our group, it's your guys' group.
Totally is. It's all, this is to the citizens of the nation. Thank you so much.
What she said. Double that. Yeah, and Patreon members, absolutely love you guys. Seriously couldn't do it without you.
Not at all.
And yeah, other than that, man, until Friday, noon central next week, cheers to Drink Blind.
See y'all in October.
We want to give a huge shout out to all of our Patreon people. Absolutely thank you. You guys are freaking magical. T-shirts at Teespring, link in the description.
Also, thank you to anyone who has ever supported us, whether that's either coming on a live, chit-chatting with us on a Thursday night, or if you just like to watch our episodes, we appreciate every one of you.
Until Friday, noon central next week, cheers.